Right.
Still you not it started.
Our next speaker is Mr. Jerald. He is an IT analyst at Bosch and AI model development expert who will talk about build, tune, and deploy custom models using Azure AI Foundry. Over to you, Gerald.
So very good morning to each one of you, and thanks for taking your time on this weekend to learn something new and to take it to the next level. So I hope I ensure that end of this session you will understand what is Azure AI Foundry and what are the model types available and how we can build our own custom RAG model. Let me start this with a kind of a story. Imagine you are planning a big adventure, a mountain trek. Before setting off, you would carefully select your gear, prepare your body, and plot the safest route. Deploying artificial intelligence model is similar. It requires choosing the right tools, fine-tuning capabilities, and picking the best parts to ensure smooth performance. Today we will explore how AI Foundry helps us scale intelligence, make it a journey of building, tuning, and deploying AI model seamless and effective for everyone, from beginners to seasoned professionals. So in this session, we will begin with an introduction to Azure AI Foundry, diving into its rich capabilities and model catalog. Next, we will learn how to build and tune custom models effectively. After understanding deployment and scaling strategies, we will spend about 20 minutes in a practical hands-on lab, giving you direct experience in creating, fine-tuning, and deploying your own custom AI model. We will wrap up with key takeaways, best practices, and clean next steps to empower your AI journey. So without any further ado, get into let's learn what is Azure AI Foundry. So Azure AI Foundry acts like your ultimate toolbox for AI. Think of it's a Swiss Army knife. It simplifies creating, customizing, deploying, and managing AI applications and models. So all the AI services under one umbrella. Before introduction of Azure AI Studio or AI Foundry, we need to get into portal.azure.com, and there we need to select, we need to create a service and utilize the AI service with APIs, things like that. So it's really much difficult. But now what Microsoft made is they have created a dedicated portal for managing all these AI resources that is called Azure AI Foundry. Imagine having an instant access to powerful AI models from leaders like OpenAI, Meta, combined with intuitive tools for fine tuning and secure integration. Whether you are an expert looking to simplify infrastructure or business analyst aiming to dive insights, Azure AI Foundry brings power, simplicity, and security to your fingertips. So it doesn't matter what role you play in your organization. It's quite simple, but it's a kind of a pro approach. As you were in the Bhargavi session, Microsoft Copilot Studio is completely like a low code environment. But when we speaking about Azure AI Foundry, it's kind of a pro code. We have lot many features and lot many uh, things we can do, simplify and modify things we can do, but we also need some kind of knowledge with programming and deploying resources, things like that with Azure AI Foundry. So let's speak about building custom models. You just picture entering a vast library filled with books. The Azure AI Foundry model catalog is just like that, but instead of books, It's filled with state-of-art AI models. As we seen in the previous slide, we have models from various vendors. It's not only stick with OpenAI. You can also select model from X, or you can also select model from Meta, Mistral. There is a huge collection of models available in the Azure AI Foundry. You can easily browse, select and customize these models to suit your specific needs, much like selecting the perfect book for your research. Using Azure Intuitive Portal or SDK, you can quickly integrate your own data to create models precisely aligned with your business or research questions. So the main aim of creating a rack system or a model is to help you to get response in a very quick. Your confidential data should not get exposed to public, and you keep all this information under your tenant, under your resource. So people, you can also control the access for this resources using role based access control. So it's all completely within your control. Let's see how it get designed. Getting started is as simple as browsing the model catalog. So when we do the demo, you will understand how we do it, how we can select all those things. Choose from leading providers like OpenAI or Meta. The platform provides intuitive tools either in the portal or via SDKs to launch your AI project. So first step, we going to design a system. So it's right, create a system for integration. Next, integrate with a data source. So you have a data set within you, and you are making it as a data source. And third one is gather information, collecting all the relevant data. And the fourth is respond to queries or respond to prompts. If I'm writing some prompt, how good it respond, execute task based on the request. And the fifth one is perform action, manipulate and integrate data. There are also some possibilities like when you get some data, it can also manipulate, it can also integrate with other uh, uh, in other vendors or other Microsoft products using the connectors. And the last one is improve efficiency and productivity. So it's always help us to increase the productivity. By the way, we also need to monitor, because the data whichever we train, or the knowledge base whichever we give to the RAG model, maybe at some times it will keep on changing. So we need to monitor it. Next comes the tuning model. So what is the difference between a basic model and tuning model? Basic model is something like it's already available. You don't need to do anything from the scratch. It's already available. You just want to select the base model based on your requirement and go ahead. If you want some more customization, or if you want to act for a specific task or specific user requirement, then you go for the tuning models. Imagine taking a generic recipe and tweaking it match your family's taste. Fine tuning AI model is exactly like personalizing the recipe. It involves adjusting models with your unique data to enhance accuracy and performance. Azure AI Foundry offers serverless fine tuning, which is both economical and effortless. You pay only for what you use without worrying about infrastructure. So uh, it's, it's completely based on the usage. For advanced scenarios, recurring specific hardware controls, manage compute gives you additional flexibility. So now let's understand how this tuning model act. So the first thing is you need to upload the data set. You need to select your base model, upload your training data, and let the system tune it for your needs. You don't need deep AI knowledge. All processes are well documented and supported in the portal. So you just want to have a clear cut plan. If you have the plan, then it's very easy to set up your tuning model process. Okay, next we speak about deploying and scaling models. Once your model is ready, like baking your personalized cake, it's time to serve it effectively. Deployment strategies in Azure AI Foundry offers multiple serving options. Standard deployments are suitable for board applications. Provision deployments cater to higher demand, predictable workloads. Developers deployments are preferred for experimentations. So if you are doing some kind of um, test environment, if you're doing some kind of sandbox kind of things, then you can go with the developer. But here the thing is, you should not use the developer license for a production environment, because developer license or developer environment is it's not very stable at all. Plus, built-in security ensures compliance and safety, just like serving your cake safely and attractively to your guests. So in most of the cases, we go with developer or with standard. Next, we think about scaling strategies, how it is scaled. Optimizing AI performance while managing cost can seem challenging, much like managing a household budget. Azure AI Foundry clearly breaks down usage, helping you easily understand and manage your cost without compressing performance. Transparent billing ensures that you only pay what you truly need. So it's like based on your business requirement, the scaling will happen. Say, for example, you are running an e-commerce site which is similar to Amazon or Flipkart. So doing a big billion a day, you don't worry about the infrastructure, because when you already opt for the auto scaling, the infrastructure will increase or decrease based on the request it received and monitor. So it will give you the real time monitor. If something is going wrong, or if your action is needed in some area, it will help you. When it will send you notifications, it monitors the system 24 into 7, and it help you uh, to figure out the areas which need your action. And agent orchestration manages complex applications effectively by coordinating agents across infrastructure. So we are not sticking to one specific infrastructure or uh, specific on the integration system. So in this case, this agent organization will help us to monitor and use it in a better way. So as we discussed in the previous slide, when it comes to billing and performance will never get affected based on the billing uh, option you're going to choose. But here we have two billing options. One is provision and the other one is pay as you go. Provision is something like you buy in your own house, and it's the land, the car pot, everything is belongs to you. But pay as you go is like you're going for a new city, and you're renting a hotel room. So whenever you are staying there, only you're going to pay. So you can choose based on your requirement. So now let's have a short hands-on demo. So in this hands-on demo, we're going to build, tune, and deploy a simple custom model for text generation using Azure AI Foundry. So for doing this, we need prerequisites like Azure subscription is needed. Access to Azure AI Foundry is also needed. In this short demo, we're going to create a project in the portal, select a base model from the catalog, fine tune with sample data, example, a small data set on travel queries, deploy a standard global model and test in the playground. So let me show you the screen. So to access Azure AI Foundry, you need to go to URL ai.azure.com, and when you get into this URL, you will land in a similar space where top level it give you the projects whichever you already created, and when you scroll little down here you can see model models and capabilities, like which model we can choose and what are the capabilities of the selected model. And when you scroll down here, they also give you some templates to build applications. So let's go up and let's create a new project. And when you click this create new project, uh, it will pop up a new window again, and in this window you can see two options. One is like Azure AI Foundry resource, and the other one is AI Up resource. So Azure AI Foundry resource is a serverless hosting model. So you don't need to worry about anything like which um, so anything like which um, 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 server you need to create a storage. All these things will be taken care by you don't want to worry about the model itself. But when it comes to AI up resource, it's like for some people like research and development scientists used to do this to build their own model to fine tune a better model. So let's stick with Azure AI Foundry resource for now. Let me click next. So when we click next, it will ask the project name. And once you enter your project name, below in the advanced options, you can see AI Foundry resources, subscription, and public network access. So first of all, we understand what is AI Foundry resource. In AI, in Azure AI, we have various resources like vision, voice, um, text, like that. So to to access all those resources, we need to create a AI Foundry resource name. We need to provide a AI Foundry resource name. And next comes the subscription, and resource group is again to select, and region I keep it as East US 2. And when we hit the create button, it will create a project which takes 1 or 2 minutes. So to avoid the delay, I have already created a project for this demo. Let's understand what are the things we need to be taken care of. Once the project is created, you will see the created project name in the landing page. So by clicking this, you will be taken to the overview screen. And in the overview screen, you can see endpoints and keys. So what is the purpose of these endpoints and keys? If you want to integrate it with any of your applications, or uh, if you want to use this AI directly, create some new product, there this API, this endpoint will be a connect connection string. It's like a interface between your application and this Azure AI Foundry. Using this, you can access the Azure AI services directly into your applications. And when you click this Open Management Center, as I told you before, here under users, you can restrict who are the users can use this AI. If you're working in a big organization and you want to provide access only for a specific group of people, say for example, if you want to give access only for the people who are working in data analytics, you can choose their group or you can choose the user and provide them access. And connected resources again, like if you have already connected, okay, let's click here. So these many options available right now, and most of these are under preview. So if you want to connect with any of these already existing knowledge or things, you can do it. And next comes the quota. So quota will get differ from each user based on their subscription. So I have deployed 4.1, so it shows me how much quota I have and how much I can use. Okay, so let's go back to the model again. And here next comes the model catalog. As I mentioned in the slides, model catalog is a kind of a used library where you can choose model based on your need, project need. So in this, the first top, you can see the current announcements on these models. And when you scroll little down, uh, here it give you a benchmark or model leadership board where you can identify which model can be used and for what it can be used, like that. And below, uh, you can see a filter kind of thing. So it has a use collection, and you can choose the model based on the vendor, DeepSeek, Mistral, Microsoft, like that, OpenAI. And next comes the capabilities, like it's a agent support, like what is the main purpose or capability you need, like reasoning or just assisted supporter, something like that. And interface task is like for which task you're going to create this. If you are creating a model to respond to user queries, then you can go with a text model. Or if you creating a model which uh, which need to read the documents and give you some information, then you need to choose text to speech or text classification, text generation, things like that. And fine tuning task is again based on the model which you select, what you actually want to do. And when you click this compare model, see when you create in a RAG model or when you deploy in a project, you want to test it with various models to find how good it is for your project. So in this compare model, you can add as many models you like to see, you like to compare for your application, and you can see their outcomes. So here currently the O3 model is highly, I mean, ranked. You can also select the comparison based on quality, cost, like that. Okay, let's go back. And now we select GPT. 4.0. So when I select the model, here you can see um, the current the information about this model, details like what it perform and for what purpose this model actually use, and their recent update, what are the things, I mean, kind of a change log you can see. And here comes the benchmark. In the benchmark, it's only for this specific model you can see. It also has some comparison with the similar models. And existing deployment, I not deployed any models now. I mean, I not deployed any GPT-4o, so it is empty currently. Next comes the license. So it's a part of a Microsoft product terms. Next, fine tuning. So when you click fine tuning, it will ask you what method you're going to use: supervised, direct performance optimization, or reinforcement. And in the base model, it will provide you what are the base models available. And when you click this training data, here you have to upload your uh, file. And below you can also see the suffix, seed, all other information. So to set up a fine tuning model, you need to have a JSON file, and you need to provide informations like which method you're going to choose, and what are the batch size. All this information we need to provide. So let's click use this model for now. And under deployment, you can see various types like global standard, data zone standard. So let me stick with global standard, and now I hit the deploy button. So once the model is deployed, under my assist model plus endpoints, here you can see the deploy model informations. And you can use this script in your SDKs to, I mean, maybe in your VS Code, if you want to connect this, you can put it in the terminal and you can test it. So it will respond to you. Let's go to open in playground. So currently we have two models deployed. When you click this drop down here, you can see, and here it asks give the model instruction and context. So let's make it like a weather reporter. Like so let me generate this system prompt. And meanwhile, I see that Sadis is typing something. Sadis, you want any? Do you have any questions? The chat I see Sadis keep on typing for some time. So if you want to uh, set this agent for a specific task, here I'm creating this for a specific task like it's like a weather forecast agent. So I click the system generate prompt. So we need to provide a small instruction like how this system need to act. So automatically it will generate to the system prompt. And below, if you have some data source, okay, here if you see add section, it gives a safety system as a examples. You can also provide examples like what need to be how the system need to respond when a user prompts some informations like that you can provide. And next comes the variables. If you want to use some variables, say for example here I want to use country as a variable, I can also do it. And parameters, when we speak about parameters, parameters, Ashok AI Foundry has huge set of parameters we can utilize. One is pass message included, how many pass messages you want to include in this area, maximum response, and temperature. So it has huge set of parameters we can use in the project. So now I given the system prompt, let's try it now in the chat window. So it asked me, how can I assist you today? Are you looking for cloud in recommendation based on a weather focus? It's so, could you please share your location and the date would you like to check? Okay, let me put like Chennai, and date is like 1st of August 2025. So currently this model I chose Fogo. So this model is not very accurate, but still it gives us information like based on the data trained, it gives us information like 27 to 35 degrees Celsius it might be. So you can, it also give you some rain. Based on it, you can wear your cotton shirts or dress to stay cool. And once it is created, you can deploy it as a web app. Also, you can, okay, let's try to import a JSON file. There is an issue. We can export this as a property file. We can deploy. Let's try to deploy it. So it will take some time to get it deployed. So overall, in today's lab, we try to create a project, deploy a model, and based on the model deployment, we created a kind of a RAG. We set up kind of a RAG model, and from there, we also deployed a app. So key takeaways and best practices. To wrap up, remember that Azure AI Foundry dramatically simplifies the journey from idea to deployed AI solutions. embrace serverless fine-tuning for ease and economy, evaluate model performance, and always prioritize built-in security measures. So you don't need to worry a lot about your data confidently or data leaks. It's be completely secured. The best next steps are explore Azure AI portal further, leverage the free trials to explain. So if you want to start to experience AI Foundry, I suggest you to go and check it. MS Learn, Microsoft Learn, where you can find useful resources to start knowing or to start building your applications, A applications. It's a great resource. You also need to explore, and uh, I ask you to create a free tier. So with the free tier, you can also experience things. You can do things, and you can learn a lot. So keep experimenting, stay curious, and scale your intelligence confidently. So thanks a lot for your time, and I also like to thank Rajendran for giving me this opportunity to deliver a session with you all people.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Gerald, for the detailed session. Your breakdown of Azure AI Foundry made complex topics easier to understand. Thank you very much. Is there any questions? Please feel free to ask.